Welcome to Tuesday's weekly social sales show. It is your business friend, Kathy Callahan, coming in at you inside of my business page and YouTube. So wherever you're catching this training today, whether you are live or on replay, thank you for catching it. Please go ahead and share it with a friend. I'm going to drop this link into two different Facebook groups that I have, and this is something that you can do as well if you are watching over on Facebook. So if you're on my business page watching this video, you can actually share it into any groups that you have. You can share it over to your personal page, and sharing the love helps us spread the good word of all the things that we're teaching, and hopefully helps you be positioned as a person who can help others even more by doing one of my favorite things, which is sharing areas of expertise that may not be mine. So if there is something that I'm teaching today that maybe your audience would love, pay it forward, go ahead and give it to them. So I have shared this link into Social Sales School for the Woman Entrepreneur. That is our free Facebook group. If you are not over there yet, that is the place that we add continued value into since, 2020. We have been going live on Mondays and Thursdays initially, then it switched to Tuesdays. And because of all the fun Facebook stuff, as you might have noticed, I'm often going live on my business page now, sharing it into the group. So if you are seeing this in the group, please comment below that you grabbed this link from the group, because that does help me know where we are most effectively getting the word spread. So you can see on the screen, today's topic is the 3-part content system that attracts leads and sales. So do you struggle with what to post, when to post, and more than that, really, what is the purpose of the posting? How does this, and this is my assessment question, how does this create a conversation with leads or with prospects? And how does this help me convert sales? So who was inside of the Profitable Facebook Group Challenge? Raise your hand, comment below if you took the Profitable Facebook Group Reset Challenge in the beginning of February 2025. We're actually going to be doing that again. It was very popular. You guys loved it. We're going to be doing it again on March 31st through April 4th. So go ahead and mark your calendars right now that is coming up again. When we did that challenge, we focused on groups. So comment below. Robin said she's here. Okay, awesome, from the group. Good. Comment below if you were inside of that challenge and you remember one of the day's training, which was on the different types of content that you can be putting into your Facebook group. If you were there, and I can think of many of you that were there, you were inside of Accelerator, you've even upgraded to P3, and we're working together more over in that course. You might be a VIP club member, or maybe you just were reigniting your group, resetting things, and reconnecting with me through that challenge. There were many of you who really grasped on to similar content that we're going to cover today when it comes to what types of content to post. Okay. Now, inside of Social Sales School for the Woman Entrepreneur and inside of my VIP club, we often talk about it's not just about content. Okay. And if we've hung out for a long minute, you know that content is not the way to my heart in the sense of like, oh, I have all this curated, done for you content and it's, whatever. However, I do know there's huge value in being given a system and be given a structure and being given strategy. So we're going to cover the 3-part content system, but it's not like the exact words to say. Okay, it's a 3 type of content. Then there's going to be a bonus 4th. If after this, you were like, give me the exact words to say, like, I get the concept, but I need more help. I actually posted in the description of this video, some of you have already grabbed it. We're on day 10 right now of a 30-day social post challenge that I'm just sending out 1 email per day. Okay, so Sonia Trent, she's in a lot of different programs with me. She was inside the challenge. And Sonia, did you grab the done for you content? You'll still want to make it your own, right? You still want to make it your own. Alice is watching over in the group. Robin is back home after being in the hospital. We're glad that you are back. And this is a good review. Now, this isn't only the same content that came from the group challenge, but there's going to be 3 parts that resonate, that should seem familiar. So be honest. Let's start here. How many times have you sat down to post, whether it's on your computer or your phone? Where do you guys post the most? And then you feel stuck. You overthink what you're about to say. And then when you finally do post, you get crickets. Does that ever happen to you? And then because of that result, what do? We disappear for days or weeks or sometimes even months. Does that ever happen to you? Does that sound familiar? So here's the truth, okay? Being consistent does not mean being constantly posting. There's a difference between consistency and constantly working, right? It's not about posting 24/7. I actually see some people post after post after post. They're just like going down this mad posting string, right? Do you ever do that? So if that's you, Sonia relates with that, Alice relates with that, awesome. Okay, if that's you where you're just like, okay, it's more about posting the right content and the kind of content that actually works. Now, before I break down the 3-part content strategy, I want you guys to think about, if you could ask yourself this simple like filter question: what's the purpose? How do I know if it's worked? Okay. So if you go put a post out there and you say, it's not working, give me some context around that. What does that mean? Does that mean people aren't liking it? Does that mean they're not commenting on it? Does that mean they are commenting on it, but there's no real engagement? And let me just pause for a second as we call out all of the mass amounts of fake engagement that happen, especially in network marketing. We play an algorithm game and we tell all of our uplines and our sidelines, like, I just did this post, will you go comment on it? I call that fake engagement because we're really just playing a game. We're playing the game. It's not authentic conversations, opening up new connections. It's people helping boost your post. But we're looking for real engagement where it's like some prospects that are connecting with us, or some leads, or maybe some customers, not just like our sidelines who are helping us boost. So if you're asking, like, did it work? We got to know, what's the measurement of success with it? Did it open up new conversations is typically my assessment. Did it open up new conversations? Did it help people move forward through the customer journey? Did it help me convert sales? Okay. For my perfect prospect. So today we're going to break down a simple 3-part content strategy that pulls in leads, boost engagement, true, authentic, real engagement that can lead to conversion and conversations and conversion, and turns your content into dollars. Content into cash without spending hours creating. If you're ready, give me an I'm ready in the comments below. This is your free Tuesday training. That means this is not a workbook or anything I'm giving you guys. So screenshot away whatever you want to from these slides. If you are over in VIP Club or P3 and you ask me, I can give you the Google Doc from today's notes if you are a person who likes to have all this written out. Everyone does get the 30 days of social posts, whether you're in VIP Club, P3, or in the free training, and the 30 days we'll cover at the end. It's also linked in the description. Okay, so here's why this 3-part strategy works. Number 1, I think we know this, but people buy from people they trust. If you don't believe me, okay, and we have 8 on the live. Thank you guys for being here. We hit 10 last week. It was really great to see you guys coming to these Tuesday trainings. It does feel rewarding when people are paying attention. It feels good. So wherever you got your reminder at, let me know how you knew to come here today. I'm trying to email you guys, post in different places, set up events. Okay, so we know that people buy from people they trust. And just ask yourself, here's proof in the pudding. If you're with a company or you have your own type of service, like me with software or, with coaching or whatever, when you just look at people kind of without any trust factor, they all look the same. They're all with company ABC. They all sell health and wellness products. They all sell nutrition. They all do coaching. They all have software. You're just all the same. We're all used car salesmen in people's minds until we've built some trust, is one piece. And authority is another piece. So if you've ever recommended someone to go to a restaurant, it wasn't simply because that restaurant had steaks and your friend said, I want a steak. You might have said something like, oh, there's a steak place down the road. I've never been. I don't know if it's good, but blah, blah, blah. But if you have some experience with it, it might sound like, oh my gosh, you have to go to 1818 Chop House, or you have to go to Texas Roadhouse, or you, like the owner there is so great. The service there is so good every time I go in. And also the opposite. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Trust in an experience builds trust, right? Giving people an experience that they can trust what they're going to get, that they can refer it confidently to other people. So people buy from people they trust. It's just the way it is. Authority content, we have to be positioned as a person of authority. This is something we've been talking a lot about inside of VIP Club. This is not a thought a lot of people have, especially in network marketing. We're just not taught authority content. Okay. Now, in coaching and services outside of that, I've learned a whole lot more that I can apply to network marketing. But often we're talking about like the product is the solution. People are kind of forgetting that ultimately we're serving people and we help build trust and authority. Authority content positions you as the go-to person that people want to work with. And we're going to dive into what authority content looks like, okay? So here's some easy authority content ideas. I don't know why my check marks did not align to the left. So if you are super type A and you're having a heart attack right now, I'm sorry. I did not catch that everything did not align. Number one, easy authority content ideas. If you struggle with the authority type of content, this is where you're sharing your personal wins and lessons you've learned. This builds authority in the space. Okay. Now, on the 30-day social post, if you guys are getting those daily emails from me, there are different types of content. And I talk to you each day about the type of content, why we're doing it, and then I give you scripts. So, authority content can be gained by personal wins, lessons learned. Another one for authority content is client results and success stories. We covered this inside a Profitable Facebook group reset. Reminder, I'm actually streaming this into Profitable Reset, or I shared the link. We will be doing that challenge at the end of March again, okay? But we need content in our groups. We need content on our personal page. We need content on our stories and reels. Where might it make sense to be sharing client results and success stories? Where might it make sense and when? So think about this. A lot of times after I present at a party or a workshop or a presentation, I might then go build some more authority by then sharing testimonials for the next 2 or 3 days. We often do this after we open up cart, quote unquote, to something we're selling you guys. Then we might share success stories. Does that make sense? Are you doing this in your business? It's not just about how great the product is. I need to work on this massively in my network marketing beauty group. I don't do every single part with excellence, and I know that. I share the products, I go live, and I'm like, when was the last time I shared a before and after or a client success story? Other things you guys can do for authority, and this was a fun one, industry myth busting, okay? Industry myth busting. Example, you don't need to post 5 times a day to grow. What? I don't? You don't have to wear 18 layers of makeup to make it look good. What? You can get by in just 3 products a day, or right? Or the one simple solution that doesn't require you to be an expert to start making profit. Can you guys think, get creative, use your Chat GPT tool to say, I need help with authority content? Can you think about, wow, often I'm just telling people how great the product is, the drink is, how great I am. I'm not talking about the struggle, the lessons I've learned. I'm not talking about my client success, and I'm not doing myth busting. This all can build authority. All right. So comment below if you feel like it is a struggle to show up as an authority. If you think about yourself as a person who's supposed to be known to help people get these results, we want to be referred by other people, don't you? I mean, ask yourself that, you guys. So Joyce, Robin, Alice, Sonia, who else is still here? There's other people on that haven't commented. Who's listening? You must be positioned as a person who is known for something that people can trust, that you can help others, not just them, if you ever want to get referrals. This is huge. So if you go, oh, but I know who I help and I know what I sell, therefore I can market myself really well, you will not get referrals if you're not positioned as a person of authority. If people don't trust that you can help others, why would they refer people? Does that make sense? That's like stage 2 business. We've talked about the business stages. Okay. Now, the next type of content is called mindset shifting content. Now, why it says 5 minutes, that was actually my own notes that I'm supposed to not spend more than 5 minutes on this. Okay, so ignore that. Mindset shifting content. Now, your audience isn't stuck. Oh gosh, this is going to be so hard for us to absorb. Okay, we need to read this slowly. Your audience is not stuck because they need more information. Oh, shoot. But all I've been giving them is more information. My audience is not stuck because they need more information, but all I'm giving them is information. I just had a mindset shift. Okay. Your audience is stuck because of limiting beliefs. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. You have the best health and wellness products out there, don't you? Do you? Give me a thumbs up if you think you do. You've got the best nail strips. You've got the best drink. You've got the best software. You've got the best coaching services. You've got the best VIP club. Come on, guys. What do you have that you just wish you could shake people and be like, if they only knew how good this was? This is a big point right here. This type of content alone, Shanna, mind blown. This type of content alone changed how I show up on social. Okay. And it can change just if you only took one from the 3 steps plus the bonus today. Okay. People are not buying from you because your product is not so great. They literally do not believe that it can do what it says it's supposed to do, either because they have their own limiting beliefs, like I'm not worthy, all those things that people go through. It's going to work like everything else. This is no different than anything else. I've had all these bad experiences, therefore I've limited myself. So the biggest goal for most of us, and the least type of content I see for most of us, is to do more mindset shifting content. Now, let me share something with you. Whenever I was learning about Facebook groups, and y'all know I do them differently. I do not do 8 posts a day for parties. I'm just like, come to the live event, right? Come to the live, come to the live. I want to see you here like I see you today. Comment below if you're on replay viewer. Hello, live viewer. I know you're here right this second, but if you haven't commented, I want to help people think in a way that allows them to get results or be open and remove those limiting beliefs no matter what you sell. Okay. Example of mindset shifting content. Again, my check marks are not aligned, but depending on what you sell, it could be so simple. I shift people's mindset around content all the time when I tell you, you don't have to be doing 8 posts a day for your parties. You could be doing a 15-minute live. You could simplify. You could hashtag do less better. But another example is you don't need more followers. You need better content. This is true. If you could shift your mindset around vanity metrics, away from followers and likes and visibility and how many people viewed it, into actual conversations, because your content opens up the door to conversations, you'll get far more results than the girl who's got a bazillion views and no sales. Okay. Examples of mindset shifting content: stop selling, start solving problems. You guys have had this type of shift in the past before. Whenever your upline might have said like facts tell, stories sell. That shifted your understanding. Oh, tell more stories. Don't just tell the facts. You might have shifted today when I said your audience doesn't need more information. They need you to help them be open to something they weren't open to before. Okay, another mindset shift that I teach: the old way, cold messaging; the new way, attraction marketing, but with the spin. Attraction marketing alone is not enough. Okay, I mindset shift people with that one too. Just sitting there waiting with a sign at the least busy road in the whole city isn't super effective. Okay. So we go even deeper. So if you've ever read a post that made you go, oh my God, I needed to hear that. That's a mindset shifting content. Drop a light bulb, drop a comment if that clicks. Okay. And the best way you guys can help others shift their mindset often, you are your perfect prospect. Often, you are the person you're selling to. I don't know if you've ever made that connection. That was a big aha for me. We're often creating for, serving, and selling to a prior version of ourselves. Hi, Erica. Okay. Shanna said light bulb on. Good. If you realize now, Shanna has a retail store. Okay. I don't know what fueled you to want to go open that. You can talk to us more about that. But often you can relate in some capacity, some way to the people that are ending up in your group, that are ending up on your friends list, commenting on stuff, that are ending up walking through your store. Often we sell things or do things because we found a solution and now we want to share said solution. Now, if you're someone who's like, I don't know, I can just make a ton of money selling hats, but I've never worn a hat, I don't know. Okay, we're not talking like that type of avatar experience. Most solopreneurs, network marketers ended up coming into sales because of a previous experience, a previous story. Does that make sense? And if you think about that, okay, if that's true for you, which for most people it is, I know there's going to be some people who your perfect prospect is not a former version of yourself. Okay, but the people I serve often are building purpose-based, profitable, peaceful businesses for a former version of themselves, whether they realize it or not. They kind of have their own area of expertise. If that's what's happening, ask yourself this simple question if you're struggling with mindset shifting content. Okay, what did I see or hear or experience that allowed me to be open to trying the products that I'm using now? What did I see, feel, hear, experience that allowed me to be open to signing up for Kathy's class? Why am I on this live right now? Whatever it is that you're selling. Okay. So I sell a lot in the entrepreneurial space, but I also sell in the beauty space. I also sell in the software space. When it's summer camp time and I have my summer camp at home, I sell in that space. I ask myself, if I were that person trying to make the decision, the parent that's like circling around the catalogs trying to figure out where to send their kid for summer camp, the person who's trying to decide where they're going to print their t-shirts at, the person who's struggling with wanting to lose weight but not making a decision. If I have been her, what was the shift? And start speaking to that more. Does that make sense? Okay, this is only a 30-minute training, so I got to move on. Okay, last one, and then we have a bonus, but step 3 is conversation conversion content. Okay. So if we can start a conversation, you will get sales. You might have heard me say this before, but sales happen in the conversation. So if you haven't heard that before, write that down. Sales happen in the conversation. If you can start creating more conversations, okay, you will start opening up to more sales. Again, ignore this 3 minutes instead of 5. That was me not doing a good job of cleaning up my notes before I put it into a slideshow. Why conversation starting content works. Okay. Engagement equals relationships. Relationships equals sales. Who came last week to the John Maxwell? I need to walk with you guys for a second and grab my charger, but the John Maxwell Mastermind on Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. We did a 1-hour lunch and learn. And we started talking about connections, finding common ground. And when you can start connecting with people, we can start getting into conversations with people. When we can start getting into conversations with people, we can start converting. All right, give me just a second here. So if you're conversing with people, you're talking with them, not at them. Okay. So this is where, if you're over in VIP Club, you have Content Creation Bootcamp. There's 3 types of content. There's 3 different formulas. One of them is the Conversation Connect formula. But this type of content opens up for real engagement. You're asking real questions. You're getting into real conversation. And one of my favorite ways to do it is ask people's opinions. Okay. So to me, conversation content is one of the easiest. You just ask people questions. Okay. The brain has a really hard time not answering. Did you know that? Give me a yes if you knew that. Your brain, your prospect's brain, has a really hard time not answering the questions that you're asking them. However, it has a pretty easy time with just ignoring all the overwhelm of information it's getting. So, a quick engagement booster could be, what's the best business advice you've ever received? Okay. Drop an emoji that describes your week, or would you rather have more time or more money? These are fun. Conversation starters are fun to me. They open up to conversion because it's the first step of creating conversation, getting engagement, and then being able to invite people into the next step, which we dug into quite deeply inside a profitable Facebook group reset. If you have any of my boards apps, I have a ton of conversation starters. If you don't understand what they are, go to talk to ChatGPT. Ask people's opinions. Don't tell them what you think. Be willing to accept different perspectives. Invite people into the conversation. You can add these into your larger posts, or you can do them just instead. This type of content will make your audience feel seen because social media is meant to be social. FYI. FYI, social media is not supposed to just be about giving people information. Okay. Now, step 4 is a bonus. And if you're inside VIP Club, you know that I love to teach a weekly show. And here I am today doing my Tuesday social sales show. I do it every week. When I do network marketing, we might call them parties or classes or socials, but we do them every week. Same time, same place, half hour live. Is the goal. Maximum, sometimes it's 15 minutes. You can get by 45 minutes or an hour only if you have a highly engaged and trusted audience. But if you are using weekly show method, let me give you a bonus piece of material today that you probably have a ton of content done from your past lives. Okay. Now, we all know that Facebook is changing, and we know all our lives are disappearing off of our personal page and our business page starting, I don't know, June 1st or something. Somebody can correct the dates. They gave us a certain amount of date to download. It is so great to be thinking about all that live content you're doing and think, don't let that be the end. What if you're doing a weekly live and you could go, oh, I don't have to scramble for ideas anymore. Okay. This works if you're always looking for something to post. You're randomly just throwing out ideas and you want a system to create more content with less effort. For those of you who are doing a live show, raise your hand. I didn't ask if people were coming. I said, did you do a live? Okay. If you did a live, you've been doing lives, you're doing these Instagram or Facebook or YouTube lives, just like I am, look at what we could be doing to create content from our lives. Screenshot this because there's a lot of different things you could be doing. If you're doing my weekly show method, we teach this in VIP Club. You can be doing a value show or a demo show, 10, 20, 30 minutes. When your live is over, you could have so much done for you content by extracting 3 to 5 key takeaways and breaking down your best points. Now, if you want a bonus, download your video. Download your video onto your computer, go over to Facebook Live, hit the download button on the video once it's over. Here's another little bonus tip. Somebody write this down. If that doesn't work, there's an extension called Video Downloader. So there's a bonus for you guys. Video Downloader. It's an extension. It allows me to download my videos that are on my computer, even if they're not working straight from Facebook. So there's a bonus, okay? I will then put that into a transcriber and I'll take the words that I said and I'll ask ChatGPT, what were the best 3 to 5 takeaways I shared in that video? Now, in this case of today's training, I purposely presented, I've already got my 3 to 5 takeaways, okay? But you can take your 3 points or your 3 steps that you shared and repurpose them into posts. From today's video, I could pull out one authority post and summarize my live stream in a post. There's a piece of content. And then I could drive traffic back to the replay. I could pull a reel or TikTok video. I could take one key point from my live, make it a 30-second video. If you're on StreamYard like I am right now, they'll actually create reels for you. If you go live straight direct to Facebook, at the end of it, it might say, do you want to turn this into a reel? Take advantage of that, okay? You could repurpose content from your lives into story series. Use key sound bites to create engaging stories. Do you see it's like one piece of content, this is why I love live video, could actually be repurposed. And a lot of times we're doing it the opposite direction. Y'all can go live and talk about just about anything, can't you? What if you did it that way? You could pull quote graphics and carousel posts. If you're doing the free 30-day social post challenge, today, day 10, if you're on day 10 with us, actually I gave you a carousel Canva template. That's one of the ideas from today's carousel posts. You can turn them into visuals. You can email out a recap to your list with a call to action from your lives. Oops, I just made my screen go away. And you guys could even repurpose, if you do, I know some of my students have podcasts and some of you guys have YouTubes, upload them to different platforms. You guys, content can be fun, but it needs to be mindset shifting content, authority content, conversation creating content. And it's not just about writing words. Take your videos and repurpose them. That's your bonus tip for today. Okay. When you do this, you could literally take one live stream and make 12 pieces of content that can work for you all week long. That way you don't have to stare at a blank screen wondering what to post. And literally every post then could drive to your replay. People not coming to your party, repurpose it, recycle it, make it new, make it exciting, keep talking about it. Could you do this? Give me a yes if you think, oh, I could kind of do that, okay? Okay, as we close out today, there's 2 resources I have for you guys. If you're thinking, wow, that sounds great. I just learned more new things, and now what the heck do? I made a 30-day social post challenge for you guys. I'm going to switch the screen. If you click the link that's in the description of this video, okay, you'll go to this page right here, and you'll just put your name and email in right here. And when you do that, it's going to give you a confirmation that says go check your email. And when you go check your email, it's going to say, yay, you're in. It's day 1 starting tomorrow. So if you're not in yet, your day 1 will actually be tomorrow. If you started it the first time I released it, that was 10 days ago. So some people are already up to day 10, but it will then confirm you're in, and at 6 o'clock in the morning every single day for 30 days. And talk to me if you guys have been getting these emails. For 30 days, you will be getting emails from me. And those emails will not only have what you can post that day, or if you like to pre-plan ahead, 2 days out, whatever the case may be. It will also have an inspirational graphic for you guys to kind of like keep you going. You can reuse those inspirational graphics. They have quotes on them if you would like to. Okay. I'm going to show you the one from today, if I can pull it up. They will also have what to post for that day based on what we're trying to accomplish that day. So let me show you an example. Here's day 10. So at the beginning of each email that I send you for 30 days, you will get a graphic. It came from when we did our PCATU 90-day business run. We did this for 90 days. Everyone's unique. They're custom made. You can download them, use them however you want. I'll email you. We'll talk about what we're doing today, what type of content you should be sharing today. I'll give you the steps. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can just pull parts. I give you a Canva template link, which has links and templates for all the different days. There are some right now downloads if you don't want to have to mess with Canva. There are some more simple downloads, but if you mess with Canva, you'll be able to go over to here and you'll be able to see the done for you content that's in Canva. So far, I'm up to 10 days worth of content in here. These are all yours to use however you want. Some of them are custom made. Some of them are pulled right from Canva templates that are free ones that are not on the pro version, so everybody can use them. It just gives you matching content for what you guys need to do, okay? And then I teach you how to get engagement on it, and then I give you next steps. So last part for today, you guys, some next steps for you. Thank you for being here today, okay? If you want more than just the free, and we're not hanging out yet over in the clubs, come into socialsaleschool.com. It's the pinned comment on your screen. I think it's underneath my name there. But let's be real, because staying consistent is just one piece of the puzzle. So if you guys want to turn your content into leads and sales, and you need strategy that goes beyond just showing up, we are kind of revamping our social sales school. I'll share with all the VIP club members. You've got some new channels, but inside Social Sales School VIP Club, I'll show you guys how to go beyond just things to do and actually into strategy. We'll go more into content. We've got our content creation bootcamp. You can go more into the weekly show with our weekly show and sell method. I meet once a week on Zoom with our students. We have done for you content inside of our Theme Up Club and support to make selling easy. So if you're not over there yet, go to socialsaleschool.com. I would love to see you guys there. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today. Go grab your free gift. It's up in the description. And VIP Club, I will see you very soon. And P3 students, I will see you guys after that. All right. If this was helpful, please share with a friend. Bye for now.